God because of the Spirit of God. I've seen so many get caught up in the emotion of the movement. I've seen them deal with it. And as I stated, as soon as trouble rises, we have the tendency to disappear. Can I get a witness? But when they commit themselves, they must realize that they are going to meet onslaught. They're going to meet trouble in their life. That's why they give up so easily, because they have not fully committed. Can I get with you? There's a need of commitment. When I reiterate, not shadow commitment, but total commitment. Not partial, but whole commitment. I've concluded that I'm going on this Christian journey. I'm going to run on to see what the end gonna be. Yeah. I'm gonna stand still. I'm convinced and highly persuaded that there's something greater at the end. If I would just hold out, there's something that God has for all of us. Yeah. If we would wholeheartedly dedicate ourselves in committing ourselves to God. So therefore, I'm going to run on. Yeah. And I hope that you have decided to do the same thing is to run on and see what the end is going to be. But I tell you, your end are going to be enlightened. Your end going to be refreshing. Because God is the writer. God said so. He will never let us down. He will never defraud us. He will never disappoint us. Because Paul said, in his word, Paul has something relevant to say. We will do our serve a great service to listen to a man that once lived on the other side of the fence. It'll do us good if we will just sit and listen. What the word had to say from a man that persecuted the church. It'll do us good. It'll encourage us to look at this verse in Philippians. That third chapter, and listen what Paul had to say. Paul, he is no Tom, Dick, and Harry. Paul, a man that God handpicked, a man that God chose himself. Paul, the man that persecuted, that onslaughted the church, that had permission, had a permit, that had authority to go far and near to destroy the church. And what I'm saying in relation to then in Paul's day, in relation to today, There still are some Paul. There still are some Sauls of Tasha. Saul of Tasha went throughout the land, destroying God's church. He killed many men and women, girls and boys. He destroyed their church. He destroyed anyone that was caught kneeling down, submitting themselves. Just imagine you and I here in service, listening, singing, and praising, testifying, praying. And there came a Saul of Tasha, riding on his beast, apprehending you and I, destroying our spirit. Just imagine Saul of Tasha apprehending us, in other words, handcuffing us, stripping us of our clothing, burning us alive, burning our children alive, stabbing us because we're calling on the name of Jesus. We need to listen, my brothers and sisters, what Paul had to say of all of the men and women, all of us who struggle with hardship, all of us that struggle with trial and tribulation, will do ourselves a great deal if we just listen at Paul. My brothers and sisters, Paul is what you call fully committed. Paul is someone that we can look at, someone that we can follow, someone that we can establish our way, someone that we can commit and say that I want to be like Paul. My brother and sister, Paul, he had a record. Paul had left many instances. Paul had lived a dangerous life. Paul, he went through something. Paul was left for dead. Paul was beaten 40 times with rods. Paul was the shipwreck. His life was threatened. He was left for dead. Paul was denied. He was, someone said, in so many words, he was threatened. Paul was not allowed to go and live comfortable there among his brothers and sisters. He was denied of any relations. He did not enjoy the comforts of life such as you and I are enjoying. Paul said, I was left for dead. Paul said, even in the spirit. Paul said, when I went to Media, Paul said, there was a viper that latched on to my flesh. Paul said, I know that I should have died. I should have been dead. behind the biting of that great serpent. But Paul said, I kept standing and I kept on shaking. And there were the people in that town, they saw the viper, they saw this great serpent hanging on the arm of Paul. And those people saw that great serpent and they realized that Paul, he was going to die. They summed it up because they hadn't really realized it, and they saw many of their native sisters and brothers that have been bitten in the same manner of Paul. And up to that, before the morning came, that individual that was bitten by the same viper, they died before the sun rose. I wish I had a praying church here. Oh Lord, Paul said, I am committed and my mind is made up. I can't turn around, I can't go back because I love the Lord. Oh Lord, listen at Paul's commitment. Listen, it gotta be a reason somebody why Paul is so firm. It got to be a reason that Paul has made his mind up. It's something, y'all, that we got to discuss. Why Paul is so committed. Why Paul's mind is so made up. I heard Paul say that I went to the third heaven and I saw the third heaven. I wish I had a preacher. Paul is a prime example of all of us being committed. He's a prime example that when we give our lives to Christ, that we can commit ourselves and know that God's will, He'll see about us. Listen what Paul said. I apprehended, but he said, I've been there. I'm committed. I can't go back because I love terrorists. I can't go back because I love trouble. I can't go back because somebody said something about me. I can't go back because they called me a name. I can't change what I told the Lord. I wish I had a prayer church. I told the Lord, if He needs somebody, Lord, I'm available. I wish I had a praying church. Paul said, my mind is sort of made up. I can't go back on because I told the Lord, if He needs somebody, Lord, I'll go. I wish I had a praying church. Look, y'all, something that happened to Paul, something that went wrong, somebody that made Paul mind up, to make Paul be the man that he is. Something that happened in all of our lives to commit ourselves to make us to be who we are. I wish I had a praying church. You see, the Lord done something. The Lord has fixed it in my life to make me to be the man that I am, to make me commit myself to His word. Let it rain, let the summer come, let the wind blow, let the lightning flash. But I made up in my mind that I'm going to commit myself to God. And it's all right. Goodbye, y'all. I got to stay with the Lord because of it's good to me. And it's all right. Look at Paul. Let me tell y'all the reason why Paul is committed. He met Jesus on the road of Damascus. And it's all right. Look at it all. Riding early in peace. And the Lord stopped by, knocked him down, and said, Saul, Saul, why persecute thou me? And it's all right. And God good. What's up? Must come down. And it's all right. The Lord changed the life. The Lord fixed Saul, changed the name, changed the root, changed the destination, gave him a new song, gave him a new walk, gave him a new talk, gave him a new sight, gave him a new love. And it's all right. The Lord, and all I know that He's a good God. Won't He do it? Won't God? And He good. And God good. Won't God fix it? Won't He do it? My mind is fixed. My mind is made up. I'm committed myself back to the Lord. Excuse me, please. I can't commit myself to you. But I have committed myself unto the Word of God. And all right, if I got anybody in the house has made the commitment unto the Lord, Lord, here am I. Lord, use my voice. Lord, use my hand. Lord, use my leg. Use my voice. Use my eyes. Lord, speak to me. Lord, whatever you have me to do, Lord, I'm willing. That's all right. How they talk about me, that's all right. What they do to me, that's all right. But let me down. If it's anything, Lord, I'm committed.